The parents of Trayvon Martin are here in Washington right now. They've just made a rather emotional statement on Capitol Hill while the investigation continues in Florida into their son's shooting death. CNN's Athena Jones is joining us now. Athena, you're up on Capitol Hill. What are Trayvon's parents saying?
That's right, Wolf. I just came out of that room. It's a packed room, and we hadn't expected to hear from Trayvon Martin's parents. We'd only expected to hear from his lawyer. But soon after, Ranking Member John Conyers, Representative John Conyers, asked the pair to stand up in that packed room and to be recognized and called for a moment of silence from everyone. Soon after that, we did get to hear from Sabrina Fulton and Tracy Martin. Let's listen to what they had to say.
I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for the support. As I said before, and I'll say it again, Trayvon was our son, but Trayvon is your son.
Thank you to everyone who's supportive of our family, everyone who's helped us stand tall in this matter, everyone who's holding the legacy of Trayvon and making sure that he did not indeed die in vain. I'd just like to say thank you, and he's sadly missed, and we'll continue to fight for justice for him.
And Wolf, that whole idea of fighting for justice has really been the main focus of today's forum, which is still going on. We heard from Benjamin Crump, who is the Martin family lawyer, who said that we honestly believe that Trayvon Martin is dead today because he was racially profiled. So a lot of strong words from the people taking part in that forum. We heard from Dan Gross from the Brady Campaign Against Gun Violence, and he said that the reason that Trayvon Martin is dead today is because George Zimmerman had a gun. We also heard from members of Congress like Sheila Jackson Lee of Texas, who said, I am Trayvon Martin, and like Corin Brown, the representative from the Florida's 3rd District, which is where Sanford is located. She said that the community there feels like the system is broken. This should be a teachable moment, and we've got to look for ways to avoid this sort of thing ever happening to another Trayvon Martin or another young black man again in America. Wolf?
Or any man, for that matter, not just any black man, anybody.
Absolutely.
We never want to see this happen to anyone. I think it's fair to say this wasn't a regular congressional hearing. It was just, what, a Democratic forum?
Exactly. And so they called this forum together. It's not a hearing because the Democrats are in the minority, but the idea was to come out, bring people out to testify, to talk about the ways to seek justice. Several of the lawmakers there talked about wanting to call for different laws, regulating, for instance, community policing and training for community police. They talked about trying to end racial profiling. So the whole idea was to have a discussion around this case and to include Martin's parents. And I should mention there's a huge crowd of teenagers from the Orlando area who just happened to be visiting Washington on part of an annual trip, who are coming in and out of that hearing. One of them knew Trayvon Martin, and so it's been a real big crowd up there, and a lot of attention being paid to this today and every day of the last couple of weeks. Wolf?
Yeah, I hope it's a learning experience for all of America right now. If something positive comes out of this terrible tragedy, let's learn from this, as you point out, so that it never happens again. Athena, thanks.